Yeah.
All right. So technically, a lot of how the game's tempo goes will be relying a bit on Moreno, funnily enough. Fortunately for them, though, they have the Sushin, they have the CC, but Evos aren't really outranging them with a lot of things. So in the early game, Bigetron still are going to have a chance to really threaten Evos, right? With a shorter range, they can kind of zone more effectively. But in the late game, yeah, then it's back to the same situation. Evos can just out-damage them.
Yeah, I like Evos' draft a bit more here, to be fair.
Okay.
It's not one-dimensional. There's plans to the late game, but if Bigetron can look for an early game lead that they can translate over into the mid game, look for a snowball, then we could potentially see a game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, let's head over into the land of Dawn. Match point now for the White Tigers as they continue to fight for that number 2 spot on the standings here at MPL ID Season 15.
Triple value for the CC. Let's see if Luke, making his debut on the CC, can have that impact.
By all means, if Bigetron are able to snowball, if they can out-damage, out-muscle Evo somehow in the mid-game, it's not looking hopeless, but getting there seems to be an uphill battle. We'll see how this goes, man. The trio mid is going to be so important for Bigetron. They need the wave clear control. They need Moreno to be active around the map. It's going with the basic emblem, with the Rupture Tenacity. Fully expected to be up close and personal in the thick of it, near all the danger.
Everybody
this
knows.
Very signature Moreno with the way that he plays. Very aggressive. We saw him, that's why he usually goes for Sky Piercer later on to have a little bit more damage.
Combo in the mid lane, Sway looking to be forced to flicker out.
Ooh, interesting. Annabelle. We'll have to see if he can actually snowball as effectively as Albert usually does. He's one of the main solutions as well. He can technically engage, although it's not ideal.
Yeah. Bit of help here in the lane just to shove it in. But Iman really won't be looking to rotate.
Yeah, he can just stay in the lane for now. We saw earlier, Erlan is able to actually lane out better against Eman for sure. And Natko on the Badang against the CC here is quite an interesting matchup. A lot of disengage for sure. But Eman though trading aggressively.
Oh.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, he should know his limit, right? That's not an Amon thing to do. But now we see rotations for the next neutral objective that has already spawned, and you can already see that Annabelle is very quick on it, already at level 4. Moreno has not reached that point, but they're not really relying on that. Wait.
Look at Nako jumping in. Annabelle still able to secure the turtle. Key gonna be taken very low, taken down. It's actually Finn. Luke looking for the play. Doesn't have the curtain call. He's already used it, and Suelo stole it earlier. PTR with an early win, but look at the rotation instantly onto the orange buff.
Ooh, here's a beacon.
And the AOG locking Suelo down. No, Purify Moreno locking him down as well. So much damage, and the orange buff is being taken by Annabelle. Luke pops in, the Vengeance now still able to kite away. It's gonna be the lockup again, throwing Nako back. Luke still able to dash away now, and it's Moreno keeping them at base. Finn goes back in, Annabelle looks in, Albert gonna be taken very low, so severed to death as Finn stays alive and is on a killing spree.
Annabelle gets his revenge here, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2 members taken down. And BTR with the 2,000 gold lead in 3 minutes.
Wow. Respectable attempts from Evos. They're trying to use Natko to really get the jump onto Bigetron, but they fully expect that to happen. Now with the snowball, starting small but strong here. Bigetron, they need to use this momentum, man. Unfortunately, 3 kills are in the hands of Finn. So he's gonna be a tanky Katakacha, but the damage maybe still is gonna be bearable for Evos.
That's a free bounty, is it not? A roamer with 3 kills.
You're right. It's a Gatot as well.
Oh,
Not the best. Not the best of resource allocation there for the side of BTR. 82% for Evos. Audience prediction by our new application GoPay. Where are the Bigot Troopers? I guess they're all just on this table right now.
Uh-oh, Luke up top of the gang has the Vengeance, will be able to kite away against 2 members.
Oh, there's some flare right there, the recalls as well. 10 seconds to go before the next neutral objective take. And it seems like Natko and Albert are sticking around here, and Lucas tempting them.
Yeah, he knows Albert won't have the Sacred Beast for a while, so
Oh,
There's no kill threat. Luke, oh!
wait, this might be a free turtle for Bigetron then.
Yeah, looks like it. Already a really great setup coming from BTR. We do see that Annabelle is 3 levels ahead. I don't think Evos want to go for the contest at this point, unless they want a bigger snowball for
Luke.
BTR.
All alone, going to be chased CC, and Albert getting a kill back. Finally, Evos on the board.
Luke biting off a bit more than he could chew right there, for sure. But he was able to take the attention away from the neutral objective. So, not the most awful result there. Now with the advantages though, we've seen that Luke actually right now is topping the damage numbers. Nothing surprising there. But do Bigetron want to play around him? Rotate towards the EXP lane? Or do they want to rotate towards Eman? Because both these heroes, the CC and the 1-1, need a good mid-game to really get their full potential.
Moreno is already going to be able to... Oh, very close. Unable to get key there in the end. 70 seconds for the next neutral objective. Whoa, Erlan dashing it forward. Gives him on free space to go for the crossbow tank. Erlan going to be caught in a tough spot, but there's a revitalize and a glorious pathway to help them. He's very low though. I think they might have to concede this turret as Luke rotates to the bottom lane.
We see the zoning coming through from BTR. The flare comes through. It looks like they don't want to give that up. Meanwhile, Annabelle in the mid lane adds some damage over to Natko. Luke actually dives under turrets.
Ooh, current call! Whoa! Natko still deciding to walk forward. Keep very low. Moreno, Crimson Beacon into the back, and Suelo is still able to defend. It'll be Key taken down by his ex-teammate Moreno.
2 members taken down yet again for BTR, and it looks like they are looking for more.
Whoa.
Suelo in no man's land right now.
Oh, crazy outplay! The Revitalize comes in to save the day as Aman is able to escape. Now it's a 1v1 as Moreno puts that lantern on him. Annabelle gets a solo kill up top, and Suelo falls!
Suelo has ult. The IMU was up, but he didn't utilize it.
Yeah, just gets taken down right there. Wow, Bigetron actually turning up the heat now. Every single lane, they're just being active, cutting, invading, and they're making use of this tempo, man. They're wasting none of it since Evos has graciously given it to them. Full control over this turtle right now.
Wow, actually, that's a 4-level lead for Annabelle.
Yeah, he's just farming out of his mind right now. Oh boy, Evos, with their composition, they themselves can only rely on Natko. So in a way, they're also very predictable. Luke needs to save the vengeance for that particular moment, and Finn can have the Revitalize ready for those moments as well. So, not a lot of surprises available for Evos to try and turn things around. They're relying on being able to out-brawl Bigetron, but with 6,000 of a gold lead, there's no way that's gonna happen now.
That's way too hard. Oh, AOG.
Curtain call on the AOG, locking Natko down for a bit. But Evos will still be able to defend this turn. Oh, wow, damage from Luke. Half HP on Erlan.
How do they buy enough time for Erlan to get to the power spike? How? He's on 2 items right now, only the Starlium Scythe, as well as the Feather of Heaven.
You gotta get the massive shutdown on Finn.
Yeah, that is a pretty big shutdown, and I thought it was gonna be a free bounty. Turns out Finn just doesn't die, or hasn't died.
Right now he's on reactive duty, that's why. Luke is the one just staying up in the front right here. They're allowing Moreno and Luke to be the limit testers, the line steppers there. Finn is just taking it easy. He knows who exactly he needs to try and jump on with the AOG. And look at this, dude. They're also allowing Annabelle a lot of space here to really out-level, out-farm Albert. And it's paying off. 4-level lead, man.
I don't know if they did this intentionally, but Evos, when Annabelle stole the purple buff, he left the little creep alone, and only now has it been cleared. So that's going to be a lot of time, a lot of downtime on the purple of Evos.
It's a strategy we don't see used too often. But Bigetron, with only 8 kills, it's a relatively low number, but they have a 7,000 gold lead. Yeah. So make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, Bigetron are playing it well.
Yeah, Glorious Pathway already used Albert zone away. It's going to be a free Lord. Erlan up top, trying to go for that trade. It'll be Albert with Retribution. Now that's going to be the CC walking up. Albert kind of a tough spot. Moreno shining that flare on him. Oh, picks him up, and Albert will get taken down. by Luke. Now it's Snapco jumping in, able to find him. Oh, and Mach, caught in the midst of it all, will be taken down by Key. Moreno, no mana, has the flicker out. Erlan looking for the kills,
no
and will
way.
be able to find it. Erlan, next to the chopping block, still able to disengage. Key taken low. Annabelle stunned up. Snapco still there as Annabelle clears the wave in the mid lane. Won't be able to get the tier 2. Some big moves by Evos.
That's a small win for Evos, right? They're not going to be able to fully capitalize over the Lord unless Moreno and Eman can rush back into the fray of things. But the fact that they were able to shut down Eman as well.
They can still do it.
Yeah, they can.
You can still use that Lord for sure.
By the way, Arashi, is this a normal build on Eman?
On Eman?
Yeah.
You're asking me? Well, what do you think, Mirko?
It's not a normal build. Usually you say Corrosion Sight and DHS.
Exactly.
Right.
But now Eman has gone for Corrosion, Windtalker. So it's more of a snowball build.
I'm more interested in the Lightning Truncheon in the inventory of Moreno right now. He's gonna have a bit more wave clear, a bit more burst damage and initial engagements. Oh, Nako though, trying to find something, but again, Bigetron, they have a good sieging potential as well here, technically, with the Suyo. Better than Evos at least. They're gonna be happy to just get full control over here, take everything away from Evos in the jungle, extending the gold lead even more, man. Evos waiting for a big moment, but they just have to keep waiting. It's only on Natco to really make the surprise play. Unless Sway Low wants to steal one of the big ultimates and make a play with it.
I don't think we've seen that though, right? From Suelo. So far, he's been taking what's Moreno's ult's called?
The Crimson Beacon.
The Crimson Beacon. Have we seen him go for something like the AOG?
No, I don't think so.
Right?
It may be an option later on as Erlan reaches the big power spike there with the Holy Crystal.
There's only one magic defense item. Well, you can consider 2, well, 1.5, half on the CC.
Yeah.
So that should have the damage already, right? He doesn't need Divine Glaive.
Yeah, I think so. They're all very, very squishy. So yeah, all eyes on Erlan right now. He can still carry this game.
And he has a Purify, so a lot of the tools for Bigetron aren't really as are pretty telegraphed basically. So Erlan, if he maintains his cool, has his nerves under control, he should be able to purify and find a big moment. Looking at the gold discrepancy, it's only 400 gold in that particular lane, so there's still hope technically right here. How will Bigetron approach that possibility? With 6 seconds to go for the next Lord, already clearing on the bottom lane.
Yeah. You gotta remember the cap, right? The cap of level 15. Suyo has been out leveling, has been out farming Albert, but it gets to a point where you're capped out. Albert is catching up slowly but surely, and BTR, their window to close the game, will very slowly close out as Harith gets to a very comfortable position.
Berserker's Fury for Emana.
Yeah.
He wants some more burst damage, I think. For the most part, he's not really doing a crit build. Well, he's snowballing, first of all, right? In crit, when it comes to DPS, I mean, the crit allows you to just have a lot more chunks of damage. It's not ideal against a Hylas normally, but it's a Hylas with a Dominance Ice, so only a Dominance Ice.
I guess it's because he's thinking he's not going to be getting the crossbow attacks. It'll be mostly just basic attacks. I'm trying to make it make sense right now, but
it's better to target the squishies, and the squishies are gonna be in range. Erlan and Suelo are gonna go there. If he wants to go toe-to-toe against Erlan, he needs burst damage. So maybe that's where the mentality comes from, the rose gold as well.
Big bad bod already picked up. Lord up top going to be charging in together with a wave in the bottom lane, but Albert is able to clear it out, and there's no base turrets falling yet. BTR now looking for the angle up top. It will be the Lord taking the base turret down. Erlan pops into the bottom force, is able to poke Luke down very low. Terrify in. Luke still able to survive though. Spin goes in for the top. Crimson Beacon backwards for Suelo. A Spin jumps in again. Moreno with the Crimson Beacon, and the AOG won't land. BTR members quite low, but they'll crack another base turret open now. One more to go in the bottom lane, but Evos have defended one more time.
Is this deja vu to game number 1? Are we gonna see this back and forth ping pong battle? Because now, like you mentioned, that cap is going to come at some point. Albert is already at level 14. We're seeing the power spikes starting to hit for the members of Evos. And you even saw Erlan was positioned so forward, and yet no one from the side of BTR was able to really lock him down.
Wow.
Well, to be fair, they don't have a lot of lockdown to begin with. That
There
was
you go.
Finn just diving in. That's a winter crown for Suelo.
These are the big items, yeah.
Yep. Although, even though the EXP cap is there, the item cap, I think only recently has Annabelle reached full items at this point. And for now, at least, even with a full inventory slot, there's still the potential for a item swap as well. You gotta remember that. So for the next fight, this gold advantage is still gonna be beneficial. It's gonna allow Bigetron to find big moments, big outplays there. But after the next big fight, I think that's where Evos will slowly start to power creep onto Bigetron.
So do you think this is the point where Evos go, all right, let's go for the contest this time? Because for the past few Lords, we have been seeing Evos just completely let it go for the side of DTR.
I think so. The next Lord, that should be it. They have no more base turrets to work with. They don't have a lot of ways to shred down the Lord if Bigetron push with it and try and end immediately. So I think this is the moment.
I think it's less risky for Evos if they don't contest. Because if they contest, this is still a 10,000 gold lead. Yes, we are seeing some solid power spikes here, especially for Erlan, but the rest of the team, they're so behind, and I don't think they can contest. They're gonna get wiped out if they do, right? So this is the right answer. Play slow, wait for the base, wait for a mistake. And yes, that's not really the best way to see the game, but in this scenario, it is the best case for Evos.
By all means,
Safest.
you can see that for Bigetron, the front line also, right? It's technically still only Finn. Luke has the Radiant Armor and the Brute Force, but that's about it. He went for a Sea Halberd, actually. So he's a damage dealer, make no mistake. Bigetron, can they find the window right here and end it before Evo scale out of control?
Luke's gonna be walking up on the curtain call down as well. AOG locks him down, both the taunt as well. Landing Swalo, force to use the Purifies. Annabelle gets taken down by Erlan. Amon got the crossbow attack, looking for it now. As that's gonna be the crowd bot already. Lord's still on the base. They need to go for the base right now, but Erlan's still right there. The base targeted, 60 minutes. BTR clutch it.
And now it's down to a 1-1. The Red Robots strike back here, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 2, forcing yet another third game for today. 1-1.
All right, Bigetron equalized in a bit of a dominant fashion. It was competitive by Evos initially, but once the ball gets rolling, Bigetron showed great discipline and they shot down Evos, man. Erlan with a full inventory slot could not find the window there. He got the shutdown on Annabelle, but afterwards was powerless to clear the Lord.
It's crazy how Evos were able to hold it and make it so close to the end, though. Gotta give respect for this. Erlan played an amazing game.
But it just wasn't enough, unfortunately. Look at the item swaps coming through, by the way, for the members of Evos. Despite being at a gold deficit, they had plans here. They had ideas on how to actually come out on top there, but Bigetron has them beat.
Absolutely. What a turnout. What do you think, Miracle? Happy? Is this going according to plan?
Hey.
Mr. Bigetron man?
I think as a fan, 2-0 would be the plan. So, hey, any win is any dub is a dub.
Any dub is a dub. I mean, we're now at match points for both of the teams, and it could go either way from here. Will Owl be famous on the Black app?
Oh,
You know, because she
you
was
can
the
just
only
say
one for
TikTok.
Evos.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Is this not
TikTok.
live on